Okay, so we're taking a look at our wonderful Japanese empire, which contains all of China. This area up here, these were our puppets anyway, which is great. Half of the Soviet Union. Sadly, it's the eastern half, which is not worth quite as much, but there's still some decent resources in, so we've improved from there. We're not at war with America. We're not currently at war with the Allies, although that is going to change, unfortunately. I say unfortunately. It's part of the plan. Oh, this is what we're doing. So the current plan is to invade Afghanistan, to invade Iran, to invade Iraq. The reason for all this is that I'm trying to corner as much of the world's oil supply. The oil supply, that's what we want, the oil supply. It's Japanese for oil. Honest, it is really. Yeah, the oil supply of the world. We might go Saudi Arabia because they'll be quick to get. And once we've got that, it also gives us easy access to conquer the United Kingdom's little territories here, to cause some problem with them. And when we go to war with the United Kingdom, that's when we're doing the big main sweep down through the Pacific. We want basically all this area here, because then we get a huge oil supply, and more importantly, we're going to conquer the world's rubber supply, and then all our friends will have to trade with us for rubber, and all our enemies will be screwed for it. So that's the current strategy. Although to do that, we need to build up our forts and bases in the Pacific to give us better control over the air and the sea in particular, and build up some land forces. So these are going to be some quick conquests and easy conquests where we don't need a lot of troops unless something kicks off. So let's just put this on slow for a minute while we just take a look at things. Glad to hear I've been to Yosemite, one of your favourite places. I'm going back 20 odd years now. I'm sure I've been to Yosemite. I've definitely been to Yellowstone. I've been to a few places in the States, and out that side of the country, it's absolutely beautiful. I'm not a big fan of anywhere that's built up. I'm just a country lad at heart. Fortunately, there's plenty of places in the States and Canada that's like that, so I love a bit of wilderness. Not just wilderness, but like rural areas. I just love that. Slims the Canuck. Speaking of Canada, I'm guessing you're Canadian with a name like that. Welcome to the stream and thanks for the follow. So is Luxembourg my next Heart of Iron 4 playthrough? That would be a bit of a challenge, I think. Australian envoys have lodged a strong diplomatic protest with our government regarding the presence of our attachés in nations they are currently in a military conflict with. They demand the immediate recall of our military mission. I can do that. Okay. We'll recall it. We don't need them in the German Reich at the moment. But when we go to war with Australia, we'll put them back there. It's quite handy to see what everyone else is doing. Luxembourg as a Hearts of Iron 4 campaign. Would that even be possible? Would it be interesting? Hi Finn Sandy, how's it going? I like the emote you've got there. Where's that from? Oh, speaking of emotes and stuff. Yeah, so I was talking about the stream layout and things. I might change, you can see it up here on the stream and the recording. I might change the events list up there to something else, but I don't like stuff taking up too much real estate on the screen. So you don't see me with sub goals and supporters bars and all the rest whilst we're playing. I think it's more important to see as much of the game as possible, whatever the game is. Let's see. Oh, it's Shenrir? Oh, okay. Oh, yes, I can see him under the military cap now. I recognise that face now. Yeah, I've watched him play quite a bit of Hearts of Iron 4. Last time I saw him, I think he was playing with the Kaiserreich mod. Right, so we need to do a few things. We need to build up the Air Force, which is in progress. We're waiting for the justification on Afghanistan. 13th of August, 43. Really? Is it going to take that long? How long to justify a war goal on there? It doesn't matter. We can just take one. 160 days. I don't have political power for that. That's okay then. What we've got in training, anyway. We've currently got training in Japan. Bicycle dudes. I'm sure that's what the Japanese call them. Bicycle dudes. Did we get our big medium divisions? These are 40 width medium tank divisions. They're pretty hefty. Let's take a quick look at production. We need to focus. Focus. Now, a bit short of artillery. Very short on support equipment, but we have a lot of factories put into that. The infantry equipment is going good. Motorized, 13 trucks a day. That's going to take us less than 100 days to replace that, so that's okay. And the medium tanks, nice. Now, these aren't going to be the best medium tanks. Oh, hang on, we can use out-of-date light tanks to build up more basic amphibious tanks. That's good. We're short of a few, but using the BT-7s, captured Russian tanks, that'll improve our output. 10 tanks a day, is that right? I must have been using up the old stock. And we're making light tanks. We've got a lot of light tanks, so let's take a look at our light tank divisions. We've got some really good light tank divisions. We should look at the template for those. Mostly trucks. I would be tempted to try and make some 40 width ones. Have we got the XP? We've got the XP. The thing is, though, I mean, the light tanks I will probably be using in just bad places, you know? The mediums would be fine. This, apart from maybe some of India, but generally this whole area is not great for medium tanks. And light tanks aren't the best at breakthrough, but they have their uses. I should not be making too many, though, if I don't intend to use a lot, so... I think I'll make one more. I think, yeah, I'm going to make at least one more division, so let's train that. They are definitely useful, although I am... We have 2. We've got everything. We're just short of the other stuff. Let's build this in... Doesn't really matter too much where. There we go. Why haven't I got Tibet and Mongolia? I shall tell you why. Tibet was a nice neutral country. Also, it's not that great to take. It just get the world angry with me. I might take it at a later date, but it's currently neutral. You know, it's a target. It's a war of. Okay, so interesting. I might get dragged into that, but one of our puppets is a war goal against Tibet. I might just let them take it. I have no interest too much in it. Mongolia and sorry, Tibet and Mongolia. Oh, Mongolia, yeah. Mongolia was beaten in the war against the USSR, but somebody else very quickly turned them into a puppet state. Italy wanted them as a puppet, so who was I to complain? We're kind of friends with Italy, so it's all right. How's the Navy going? Is it hot in the UK? Here in Croatia, it's about 36. Ah, you lucky. 36 is a bit hot, mind. It is a little bit hot. But it's not hot in the UK, no. That's finished. We had wonderful heat from 10 a.m. on Friday morning till 8:45 on Friday night. And then British summer promptly ended in a massive thunderstorm and torrential downpour. Yesterday wasn't too bad, but today's just been raining and it's cooled down quite a bit. So it's kind of disappointing. I'm friends with Italy now until they turn and switch sides like a flag turns in the wind. It's funny, but Italy in this game is somewhat more formidable than they were in real life. I don't know how intentional that is, but makes for maybe more interesting games. Maybe the developers thought that the Axis were just a little bit too underwhelming with Italy, perhaps as a more historical Italy. I don't know. Oh, we can get the next. We're in 43. If we're going to make medium tanks, we should have the next level of medium tanks. I need to take a look at planes. We've got some coming on. I'm behind in basically industry and technology. Certainly in technology. But with, apart from these 1936 heavy fighters, most of the rest is not doing too bad. What have we got? We've got one division there. Let's put them into that one. It's not necessarily going to be part of Japan's defense force, but we are just building stuff up slowly. Italy hasn't switched sides so far in this game. In fact, they're doing rather well in the war against... Oh, look, United Kingdom's actually taken Sardinia and Corsica, which aren't too hard to get. Nationalist Spain. Ah, Hirohito speaks against Afghanistan. Oh, Afghanistan gets an event. Oh, if they join the Allies. If they join... I need to watch this, by the way. Because if anyone starts guaranteeing... It's a long time. It's a long war goal, is that? Do you know what? I'm going to start getting a war goal against Iran as well. It's 160 days. That's yeah. So we can go quite quickly. I think I can declare war faster if I'm already at war. I might be wrong in that. Do the French run away and give up all the time? The French were very quickly swamped by Germany and Italy, as often happens in a historical game, unless a player is in control of them and knows what's coming. But Vichy France can be quite formidable. They've got a little bit of power in the Middle East, a lot in Africa. Free France is still holding on though, so it's not the end of the world for the Free French. There we go. Join that army up there. They're in training. Let's speed this back up. Okay, I think we've managed to catch back up with where we were. Haven't played this for a week. So it's always good to have a quick reminder, I think, at the start of a game. Maybe look around for aircraft like... Oh, we don't need... Well, those guys are doing absolutely nothing. We should put them... Let's put these in here and put them on training. And the ground support stuff... stand down, stand down. Let's put them there as well. I don't think... Hirohito angered by Iranian posturing. Regardless, we must ready the people for war. Yeah, it's definitely the Afghans' fault that we need to go to war with them. Definitely. It's not me being a warmongering barbarian. What are we in? We're in 43. Excellent. We could have some great stuff. Let's go for... we're going to get the industry. The industry has been something I've not developed fast enough throughout the game. As it turns out, it's worked absolutely fine. Excellent. That army is now complete. And I could ship them around and move them. We've got a second army of 24 divisions of bicycle dudes being built. They'll be a slightly more aggressive force. We've got cavalry in place. Where do I want these? What's my next... We've got divisions on this frontier, haven't we? Yeah, ready to go to war with Britain. And we've got... Or India. And then to push south there. That's not the most important thing. Do we have enough divisions? We have enough... I think we have enough armies on this flank. I decided not to use my armoured stuff over here to try and save them as best we could. I don't think Afghanistan's going to last too long. We've got... it's not in Asia. Where is it? Soviet theatre, I suspect. Oh, I've got 3 armies on here? Ah, now these are kind of well-trained sort of forces. We're a little bit lacking, though, in infrastructure around here. Yeah, that's not good. Right. Let's put that up to there. Where can they actually bring infrastructure from quickly? I need something to link up. There's a 6 there, so would that do it? That would do it. That should bring supplies through there. Actually, that's not in... Oh, God. Yeah, no wonder. No wonder supplies aren't so good. Right, let's drop that, and that. Where's this one? That's there. We just need to get all that built, really. It's quite bad. That one's nearly finished, so let's jump that one back up to the top, actually. Actually, it's still got the factories. It should be fine. Get one done. Australia seems nice to take. It will be. It's not, at this stage, very well developed. It's got a bit of steel, a bit of chromium, a lot of tungsten. Or a lot of steel, actually. They're materials that we are good for. And what we're not good for is rubber and oil. And this is... Oh, especially this bit here. That's rich. Look at that, 650 rubber. That's going to be like the world's rubber supply. 255 there. If only we can build trucks and aircraft, that's going to be a big advantage. Oil, we can't corner the market on that because the USA always produces a lot. But if we have stacks of oil and rubber, or stacks of rubber at least, we can trade to our allies and get loads of civilian factories in exchange. So that's going to be quite good. We do, of course, have to hold on to all these things. I'll probably puppet Afghanistan, because look, it's got no materials worth having. And if I turn them into puppets, if they have any manpower, I'll be able to recruit an army's worth or so. Okay, let's speed this up. Let's see, what else can we do? The Navy. Oh, excellent. We got the new heavy fighters. which we kind of need to keep going on with. Heavy fighters and tactical bombers to help me get control of... Did I not get the Navy version of this? Oh, I didn't. Okay, so we need the Navy version of the naval bomber. Absolutely. Okay, I better get that, because we do need that. It's not too long to take. What was I saying? Navy. What's the naval status? We've got... I've got a load of submarines on patrol, which just do not need to be. You can split in half. Oomph. That's a better size. Right, let's take the order of the fleet. Put them back in port. I don't think anyone needs training. Turn that off. I'll click that in case anyone does need training. Maybe a few do. The escorts do need to carry on escorting, so we can't avoid that. I do need to boost the size of my strike fleets. They should be fully trained up. So that's a proper one. Okay, docked in South Korea. Right, select this. How many light cruisers? So I can pick... I'm going to pick all the light cruisers, 2 battleships and 2 carriers, and we're going to try and make a massive strike fleet in there. That's the plan. So let's go for... Tell you what, let's just go for all the light cruisers. This is my... That's them, is it? Good. Select. Go and join that one. And that's enough with a few spare screening ships to also have one of you, and I don't know if I want to put my pride of the fleet in. 11. Yeah, I can have 2 of each. I'm trying to work out if I can still keep everything screened at that, but I think I can. Is that a battle cruiser? That's a battle cruiser, I think. Yeah, it is. Not you. We'll take... Oh, I go on, we will, because the Fuso needs some upgrades. I'm going to leave the Nagato safe, so it doesn't get sunk. Is that the right thing to do? 12. Yes, I think it was. We'll let them join up. You can go and upgrade to a Nagato class. Okay. Diametric radar. We can put that on basic... No. Do we need this? We might need that to put it on basic ship models. Just check my... Oh, my industry's coming along. Okay, that's better. Yeah, go on. We'll go. We want radar, because we do want a bit of radar out in the Pacific to help with detecting ships and stuff. What have we got? We've got one of these unusual things that I haven't asked to be created. Is that correct? No. Hang on, those aren't bicycle dudes. That's not. No, that's one of my... That's one of my puppet things. They keep giving me extra manpower. I'll put them into... What's this? This is the Russia Garrison, which is really supposed to cover this area. And then we've got the Asian Garrison as well, which is going to cover all this, which is quite a big area. Is there anything down there that I need to watch? Well, it's going to cover this as well, so what we'll do is we'll railroad the guy down here and drop him into that one. He can go and train up once he's there. I guess we've got a new one in... Hey, my bicycle dude's in Tokyo. Right, we better put that into an army as well. Get us a decent commander, please. Someone with some good aggression. It's cavalry. I'm not going to have another cavalry army, so that will do. Can I give them a better symbol, maybe? Yeah, that'll do. Colour's quite nice, actually. Quite like that colour. Put him in there. Stick him on training. Alright, so we did some work on the ships. We've got... get that off pause. I'm going to let this get to full strength. So we've got 24. Is that the one? Don't think that's... No, that's not my one. It's this one. This is the Ready Strike Fleet. We can upgrade those two. Go on then, let's do it. Oh, okay. 124 days. We'll do this. We'll try and get these up and ready. Nagato class. It's like several months, but I'm not expecting to need a Congo class. 603 days. No, I don't have. I don't have that long. Go and get those done. And anything else, that's fine. And the rest just get on training. I don't know if anyone... Does anyone need to train? No, we're trained up. Good. Good. So the Navy's coming together. The Army's coming together. What have we got here? We've got strike submarines. Is that... That's another strike submarine. Put them in there. In fact, put all these in there. All these reserves. What's this one? What's this one here? Oh, these are fully trained mine subs. Hirohito speaks against Iran. Yep, looks like we're getting the fight on there as well. Yep, whoop, regardless. Afghanistan. Come on, I can't move the fleet because there's too much stuff going on. You do need... Are we actually laying... Are we doing any of this? No, we're not. So what I'll do is I'll select all of these and just merge them into one. Which is fine, and I'll reassign them orders. The motives of Iran, yep, we're going on with that. These 4 are escorts, so go and join that one. Well, hey, just a sec, let me just hit pause. TC Freer, thank you for the magnificent, massive, mighty raid. Welcome, folks. How's it going? I'll say cheers. I saw you were streaming earlier. Warships you were plugging away at. You were just about to go and try playing a game without any HUD. How did that go? I didn't have time to watch, unfortunately. Oh, and thanks very much for the subscription as well. Cheers. That's made my afternoon. How's it going, folks? It just went, did it? He finished 3rd on the team. Ah, well, that's pretty good going. Hub games. Playing one of your favourite games. Hearts of Iron 4. It's excellent, isn't it? I do surrender, Painzo. I surrender emphatically and just give up. Wolf Cannon, thanks for the follow. Welcome, everyone. Yeah, we're playing Hearts of Iron 4. Let me get off the screen so we can see. I'll leave it on pause for a minute. We are playing as Japan. We are now in... This is a historical playthrough, by the way. We are now in June 43. We have conquered all of China. We took advantage of the USSR being in a war with Germany when Germany invaded. Germany invaded late in this game. So, yeah, we jumped in and basically just distracted the USSR whilst the Germans swamped them and marched on Moscow. It was fantastic. So now we're in a great position and we're very sneakily going to take Afghanistan and Iran so that we can attack the British from 3 sides. We're not in war with Britain or any of the allies at the moment. And when we do, we're poised to strike fast everywhere across the Pacific. Because that's going to be possibly the turning point in this game, and it could be where it all goes wrong when America comes in. You love Hearts of Iron 4? You want to get a huge multiplayer game going one day? Multiplayer games are great, as long as people don't drop out. You play this too, TC? Good. You do the USA, and then you get the nukes out in 41, slightly evil. The nukes are good in this. They're not too powerful as they are in, say, Civilization games. But, yeah, they're quite good fun. I love playing as different nations because they all have a slightly different feel to them. There are their own challenges. Like in Japan, I felt the lack of industry at the start of the game, which didn't matter as much for fighting against China, not even against the USSR. But I now feel like I really need to work up my Air Force and Navy to control the Pacific for when America does get involved. Rubik, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the stream. So yeah, that's where we're at. I'll tick this over at slow speed. We were just setting up. I think we were just setting up the Navy, weren't we? I've got one big strike force. I've got a load of new ships here. Which, well, let me just transfer. That's a fully trained sub. You can go into my. Where's my strike subs? Here's my strike subs. We'll put them in there. I'll set up a new thing, and we shall train. We've got a right old mix of guys there, so it's shift click. Yeah, we've overcome the lack of resources in Japan, at least, by conquering so much. Things are looking a bit better. The Air Force is still lacking, though. We need to work on that. Yeah, it was good timing. TC raiding from warships just as I'm messing with the warships. I love playing with the different models of ships in this. Like, I love making mine-laying subs, just cheap submarines, just to completely just control the seas around your home base. Chuck them full of mines. I always like stuff like that. Anyway, let's probably speed this up a bit. We don't have quite enough XP. We haven't done much. We haven't got much Navy XP because we've seen very little naval fighting in the whole game of this. The Air Force we could probably do with boot. Why are you still on? I thought I'd stopped you. Stop. What are you? Tactical bombers. Okay. Let's bring them back to Tokyo. We'll put them on... You don't need to be doing that. Put them on training. I love tactical bombers when playing in places like big chunks of Asia and the Pacific, just for the range that they've got. Really handy. Alright, so we've just got some better night vision stuff. How are we off for... okay. Yeah, I see where we need to go with this. We're going to have to get anti-tank on the go. We never developed it. We've never had to use it. I don't even know what the Japanese had as anti-tank guns in the war. They must have had something. But I've been allowed to get away without that. I don't think we can continue at that state for sure. Let's see. We've got the economy looking a lot healthier than it used to be. We've got fighters and planes coming in. Still short on fighter 2s. Tactical bombers. I can make... nice. I can make some more air groups here. Let me go and do that. We can get more planes in training. I should probably also upgrade some of these carrier naval bombers. 280. We'll have 200 of those. Thank you very much. And just put them into training. I did see some tactical bombers, I'm sure. Big groups of those. Carrier fighters. We'll set that as a 200 group. I generally use 100s, but I can train them as 200 and cut them in half at some point. And just to give me another airfield. I know we had tactical bombers in there. I know we did. There we go. Perfect. 200. Set them training. And then, oh, another thing we have to do. There's so many little projects on the go. We need to pick certain bases on our Pacific island to fortify and build up the airfields. And maybe naval bases, like we have here. So that we... Why has that one got a red thing? Air wing with no mission. I don't know why that's red. Don't think it matters. Won't have much range, will it? But yeah, because we want to control the seas over here. Combat air support is your plane of choice. They're good. They are good. I didn't build too many at first, but I always like controlling the seas in this game, so I think I went more for naval bombers. You feel like combat air support with green air is just broken? You mean like as in green, as in no training, like just throwing them up without any training? The real Mr. Pope, welcome. Good to see you live after I watched some of your YouTube videos. Oh, thanks for dropping by the stream. It's always nice when someone from YouTube drops in live. It's really cool. As it is when someone from Twitch leaves a comment on one of my YouTube videos. Yeah, close air support's really good. They are really good. I like a nice mix of those and tacticals. Tacticals for the longer range jobs where you can like help control a sea zone with them. I find them quite useful for that. But then later naval bombers have good range anyway, so it just depends what you build.